Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Codologic. Today we'll see about the typecasting in Python. These are the topics that we are going to cover today. If you want to see any particular topic, you can check the timestamp available in the description box. So let's straightly dive into the topic. These are the data types that is available in Python. Whenever you are solving some problem or program and there are instances where you may need to convert one value data type to another data type that may fit into the solution. So in such type of cases, we can opt for typecasting. Suppose for example, you may want to change the data type of int to string, or in some cases you want to change from float to int. So in these cases, we will be using typecasting to change the data type from one data type to another data type. So that is the function of typecasting, where it helps to convert the data type of one value to another data type. There are actually two types of typecasting is available: implicit conversion and explicit conversion. So let's see about this topic in detail. Implicit conversion takes place with the help of interpreter, where it will convert one data type to another data type without the user involvement. It usually converts lower data type to higher data type, and data loss doesn't take place in implicit conversion. For example, this is a Python code where there are two variables created, num1 which is integer is assigned to 4 and num2 which is a floating point which is assigned to 5.5, and again num1 is assigned to num1 plus num2 where 4 plus 5.5 gives 9.5. That is, the integer data type is converted to floating point data type, where integer is a lower data type and float is a higher data type, and hence the conversion takes place without the loss of data. It is called as an implicit conversion because in the program itself it is converting to another data type without giving any special external predefined function, etc. Now let's see about the explicit conversion. In this conversion, user convert the data type of one value to another data type using some predefined function. These are some predefined function, and the function name itself gives the meaning. Like int function help to convert certain data type into an integer data type, and float function is used to convert the data type into a float data type. And similarly, the string str function is used to convert certain data type into a string data type. List function is used to convert certain data type into list data type. Tuple function is used to convert certain data type into tuple data type. Set function is used to convert the data type into the set data type. And dictionary, where here using dict keyword, is used to convert the other data type into the dictionary data type. These functions have certain limit that it will not convert certain data type. For example, int function is used to convert str, that is string, and float to the integer data type, and float functions can be used to convert the string and integer data type, and string function we can use all the data type to convert to the string data type. Similarly, list is used to convert the set, tuple, dictionary and string data type to list data type. Tuple function is used to convert the data types like list, set, dictionary, string to the tuple data type, and set function is used to convert the data types like list, tuple, dictionary, string data type to the set data type, and dictionary can be used to convert the data like list and tuple. I now open my Jupyter notebook. Let's do some hands-on related to explicit typecasting. So first I am going to take the int function which help to convert into an integer data type. So let me take an example string data type where I am going to convert the string to the integer data type. So I am going to take string in the form of numbers. Now I am going to convert these numbers, strings, to the integer data type. So I am going to convert. Int is the function. We have to specify whatever the data type we are going to convert inside the parenthesis. So I am going to specify the string data type here. Now I am going to give print, and I am going to print the number. See here 1, 2, 3, where this is an integer data type. So if I am giving type of num will get, it is a class that is integer data type. So let me give another example. Here now I am going to take the decimal point floating number, that is 6.4 I am taking now, assigned to the decimal value. So I am going to convert this to the integer data type. So I am giving like this, and if I print the number, I'll get 6, where the type of the data type is int. Okay, so if I'm giving some other than these two data type, so now I'm giving list data type. Now I'm trying to convert this list data type into the integer data type. Will get error because in the integer in data function we have to use only the, it can be used to convert only the string and the floating point numbers. And one other thing, suppose I'm specifying the string in the form of sequences, I mean characters. Suppose I'm giving AWS, and if I trying to convert into an integer, num int of string, I'll get error because we have to specify the numbers only in the form of string. We cannot convert the strings in the form of character. We can only convert the strings in the form of numbers. So this is the int function typecasting. Now we'll convert the data type into string data type. So I'm going to convert the integer data type to the string data type. So I'm going to assign the integer value to the variable var, and I'm going to convert to string. So I'm going to give string equal to str as a keyword and function. Inside the parenthesis we have to specify the variable value, and I'm now going to print the string, and I'm going to print the type. I'm going to check the type of the string also. So if it is, see, here it's printed 12, but the data type of the string variable is str, that is the string data type. Suppose I'm going to give a floating point number 7.9. Okay, so I'm going to convert this floating point number into the string. So if I give, see, it is converted and giving the same value, and 7.9 is now a string. I'm going to print the list, convert the list to the string data type. I'm going to give list now. So if I give C, print string C, we are getting like this, where the string list now become a string data type, and it is a string type string, data type string. Suppose I am giving 0, means it will print the first 0th index position which character is present, square bracket is present, so it is printing. Suppose I am giving 1, it will print 1 number, value 1. It is present in the first index of the string. Okay, so this is about the string typecasting. Now we'll see about the float typecasting, where we'll convert all data types into the floating point data type. So let's see an example. Now I'm going to take an variable number. First I'm going to take an integer. I'm going to convert to this floating point number, where float is the keyword and the function we are using, and variable we have to, inside the parenthesis we have to specify the variable. Now I'm going to print the value decimal, and I'm going to check the type of the decimal data type. So I'm giving you the type function. So if I run this code, I will get 12.0. So it printing the as decimal number, that is floating point number, and type of this data type is float. Okay, so now I'm giving string, a number, string in the form of number 12.3. Okay, and I'm going to print 12.3, and it is string in the form of number is converted to the floating point number. Suppose I'm giving some string in the form of character, means it will show error. So I am running this code. See, it will show error because the floating point, float functions used to convert only the string in the form of numbers, not characters. Now we will convert the data type into the list data type using the list function. So I'm going to perform the list typecasting. Everything I'm doing now is an explicit typecasting. So let's do some examples related to list typecasting. So I'm going to take a variable string. In the form of string I'm taking. So I'm going to give to hello world I'm writing. I'm going to convert this variable, that is value string, into the list. So I'm going to assign in the variable L, and I'm going to use the list function. Inside the list function we have to specify the variable, that is value, and I'm going to print L, that is a variable, and I'm going to check the type of the data L. So I'm going to run this program. See here the variable value is in the form of string is converted to the list, where usually the list will be in the square bracket, and the type of the data, that is data of the L, is list. So it is printed. Suppose I'm giving variable equal to in the form of tuple, I'm going to give 1, 2, 3. And if I run this code, I will get in the form of list. See, the parenthesis convert to square bracket, which indicate that is a list, and the type of the variable value is list. Suppose if I give in the form of set, everything differs by the bracket. So now I'm going to see, it's again giving list same. So suppose I'm changing the number. See, it's again a list. So list functions used to change the numbers and variables to the list data type. Now we'll do related to tuple typecasting. Similarly, this is similar to list typecasting only, where everything is converted to tuple data type. Now I'm going to give variable. First I'm going to take string. Now I'm going to convert to the tuple data type. So I'm specifying the tuple keyword, which is nothing but a function. Inside the function we are going to specify the variable value, and we are going to print it now. So tup and type of tup. So if I run this code, sorry, I made a mistake. Sorry, here. If I run this code, I will get, see, everything is, string is converted to tuple basically. Suppose I'm going to specify variable as list. Now it will specify in the form of tuple, and similarly basically implemented to set also. See, it is changing to the tuple with the help of tuple function. Okay, now we are going to give, see, typecasting, set typecasting. So we'll assign some variable var1, and first we'll take example of string, and I'm going to assign to a set. So I'm giving set. So set functions used to convert the data type into set data type, and I'm going to specify the variable 1 inside this parenthesis, and I'm going to print the variable, set1, and I'm going to check the type using the type function set1. Now let's see and run the code. See here, everything is converted to the set. Since set is an unordered collection, everything is jumbled and not in the form of, not orderly present, but it is unorderly collected. So set is a type function set. So the type of this variable is set. In case of dictionary, typecasting is totally different, where we have to specify in totally different form. I already said in dictionary, with the help of the data types like list and tuple only can be used to converted to dictionary data types. So now I'm going to specify string. List. We already know that dictionary contains key and value. So we have to explicitly define the key as well as value inside the square brackets like this. See, I'm specifying the key value as well as the value key as well as value. Okay, and I'm going to specify key value. So I'm specifying to convert this to a dictionary. So only I'm specifying the key as well as value. So only dictionary take this as a key value pair. So I'm now going to convert this to a dictionary. DICT is a keyword, and I'm going to specify convert to the dictionary. Print D. If I run this code, I'll get C. 1 is the key and 2 is the value. 3 is the key and 4 is the value. 5 is the key and 6 is the value, where everything is converted into dictionary. Suppose I'm going to check the type, I'll get dict. Suppose I left one bracket here, square bracket, I'm not specifying the square bracket, key value pair, and see, now we'll get the error. Suppose similar to the tuple, where everything is specified in the square, parenthesis. Every key value pair is specified with the help of parenthesis. So we have to specify clearly. Like this we have to specify. And if I run the code, I have to wait. So if I run the code, I'll get C like this. So this is how the typecasting in dictionary works. So I already covered, I covered all the topic in explicit typecasting. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys understood this video. If you like this video, please click the like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.